Anchorage, Alaska, February 1st, 2012. A city blanketed in snow, its darkness hiding a chilling truth. Samantha Koenig, a young barista, finished her shift at the Common Grounds coffee shop. She was tired, looking forward to going home. She never made it. Her boyfriend Dwayne grew worried. Hours passed and Samantha wasn't answering his calls. Her messages were strange, unlike her usual self. A gnawing fear began to build. He rushed to the coffee shop, his heart pounding with each passing moment. The shop was empty, the door unlocked. A chill ran down Dwayne's spine. The cash register was open, the till empty. Panic surged through him. Where was Samantha? He called the police, his voice trembling as he reported her missing. The police arrived, their faces grim. A missing person report was filed. Samantha Koenig had vanished, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a city on edge. The long dark night had just begun. Days turned into a blur of frantic searching, with every passing moment feeling like an eternity. Missing person posters with Samantha's smiling face appeared on every street corner, a stark reminder of the young life hanging in the balance. The community was haunted by her absence. The community rallied, desperate to find their missing daughter, sister, friend. Vigils were held, prayers whispered, and hope clung to like a lifeline. But hope dwindled with each passing hour. The weight of uncertainty bore heavily on everyone involved. The police worked tirelessly, following every lead, every whisper, every fleeting shadow of a clue, determined to bring Samantha home. The investigation centered around the Common Grounds coffee shop, the last place Samantha was seen alive. It became the focal point of their efforts. The scene was meticulously combed for evidence, for any trace of the young woman. Every detail was scrutinized. Security footage from that night revealed a chilling scene, one that would haunt the investigators. A masked man, his features obscured, forced Samantha to empty the cash register. His presence was menacing and deliberate. He tied her hands, his movements cold and calculated, showing no sign of hesitation or remorse. Then he led her out of the shop at gunpoint, her small frame dwarfed by his imposing figure. The fear in her eyes was palpable. The footage sent shivers down the spines of seasoned detectives. It was a scene they would never forget. This wasn't a simple robbery gone wrong, it was something far more sinister. This was something far more sinister. Something that spoke of premeditation, of a darkness that chilled the soul. The community felt the weight of this evil. Fear gripped Anchorage, spreading like a shadow over the town. They were no longer searching for a missing girl. They were confronting a nightmare. They were hunting a monster, a predator lurking in the shadows. Weeks crawled by, each day a torment for Samantha's family and friends. Just as hope began to dwindle, a flicker of twisted hope emerged from the abyss. A ransom note, chilling in its demand, yet offering a glimmer of possibility, surfaced. The note, accompanied by a photograph of Samantha holding a current newspaper, sent a collective gasp through the community. It was a cruel confirmation that she was alive, but also a terrifying reminder of the ordeal she was enduring. The kidnapper demanded a hefty sum, a small price, he claimed, for Samantha's safe return. The news spread like wildfire, igniting a wave of both fear and desperate hope. The community, clinging to the possibility of Samantha's return, rallied to raise the ransom money. Every penny represented a prayer, a plea to the kidnapper to show mercy. The ransom drop was agonizing, a dance with a faceless monster. The kidnapper's instructions were precise, his methods calculated to maintain anonymity. The money was to be left at a remote location, a drop in the vast Alaskan wilderness. Days stretched into an eternity as Samantha's family waited, their hopes hanging by a thread. Finally, news arrived. The money was gone. Relief washed over them, only to be replaced by a new wave of anxiety. Where was Samantha? The kidnapper, true to his word, began withdrawing small amounts from the ransom money, but these withdrawals weren't localized. They formed a chilling trail, a breadcrumb path that crisscrossed state lines, leaving investigators baffled. The withdrawals, like whispers in the wind, hinted at a chilling truth. The kidnapper was mobile, elusive, a phantom moving across the country, leaving a trail of fear and uncertainty in his wake. The investigation intensified, fueled by a mix of desperation and determination. The FBI joined the case, their resources bolstering the local police force. The ransom withdrawals became their compass, guiding them on a frantic chase across the country. The manhunt led them to Texas, where a routine traffic stop would change everything. A state trooper pulled over a nondescript vehicle, its driver a man matching the vague description gleaned from ATM surveillance footage. The man, calm and collected, provided identification. Israel Keys. A search of the vehicle revealed items linked to the ransom drop, items that sent chills down the spines of the officers. A chilling realization dawned on them. They had their man. But the capture, they would soon learn, was only the beginning of a descent into a nightmare far darker than they could have imagined. Section 6. The Monster Confesses. Israel Keys, initially calm and composed, cracked under the weight of the evidence. His facade of normalcy crumbled, revealing the monster lurking beneath. His confession, delivered in a chilling monotone, sent shockwaves through the nation. Keys confessed to abducting Samantha from the coffee shop, his initial plan to rob the store morphing into a twisted game of dominance and control. He detailed how he took her to a remote shed where he ended her life. His words, devoid of remorse, painted a horrifying picture of Samantha's final moments. But Keys's confession went beyond Samantha. He admitted to being a serial killer, his crimes spanning several years, his victims scattered across the country. His modus operandi was chilling in its meticulous planning and execution. He was a predator, stalking his victims, choosing them at random, leaving a trail of devastation in his wake. Section 7. A Killer's Toolkit. The investigation into Israel. Keys' crimes unveiled a horrifying truth. This wasn't the work of a spur-of-the-moment killer. This was the calculated horror of a man who had meticulously planned his crimes, relishing the terror he inflicted. Keys admitted to burying kill kits across the country, hidden caches containing weapons, tools and restraints, all meticulously prepared for his gruesome rituals. These kits, he confessed, were strategically placed ready for his use, a chilling testament to his cold, calculated nature. He described how he selected his victims at random, enjoying the fear he instilled as he stalked them, watching their every move before making his move. He admitted to killing for the thrill of it, the power it gave him over his victims. His confessions sent shivers down the spines of hardened detectives, a glimpse into the mind of a monster. Section 8. Unanswered Questions. Despite Keys's confession, the true extent of his crimes remained shrouded in mystery. Investigators were left grappling with the unknown, piecing together fragments of a dark puzzle. He taunted investigators, hinting at other victims, other graves scattered across the country, but his cryptic clues only deepened the enigma, but refused to divulge specifics. His silence was a barrier, a wall that investigators struggled to break through. His silence was a weapon, a final act of cruelty inflicted on the families still searching for answers. Each day, without closure, was a day of torment. Keys's suicide in his prison cell, a final act of defiance, left a chilling silence in its wake. The echoes of his actions reverberated through the halls of justice. His secrets, his victims, their stories died with him, leaving a void that may never be filled, leaving a gaping wound of unanswered questions. The pain of not knowing gnawed at the hearts of those left behind. The families of his victims were left with a chilling truth. They would never know the full extent of his crimes, the true horror of his actions, the true depths of his depravity. The darkness he left behind was impenetrable. The investigation into Israel Keys' crimes continues to this day. A relentless pursuit for truth and justice, a race against time to bring closure to the families of his victims. Each clue, each lead is a step closer to the truth. But for many, the nightmare will never truly end. The shadows of his actions linger, haunting their every moment. The ghost of Israel Keys, the monster who haunted the shadows, continues to cast a long, dark shadow across the nation. His legacy is one of fear and unanswered questions. Section 9. A Legacy of Terror. The case of Samantha Koenig and the revelation of Israel Keys' crimes sent shockwaves through the nation, capturing the attention of millions. It shattered the illusion of safety, reminding us that monsters can lurk in the shadows, their true nature concealed behind a veneer of normalcy. The fear it instilled was palpable. a stark contrast to the everyday lives we lead. The case also highlighted the terrifying reality of serial killers, their ability to blend in, to appear normal while harboring unspeakable darkness within. It was a wake-up call to the hidden dangers that exist in our society. It forced law enforcement agencies to rethink their strategies, to acknowledge the chilling reality of predators who could strike anywhere, anytime. The need for vigilance and improved investigative techniques became more urgent than ever. Samantha Koenig's memory lives on, a symbol of the innocent lives lost to the darkness that lurks in the hearts of men. Her story is a poignant reminder of the fragility of life. Her case serves as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance, of speaking out against injustice, and of never forgetting the victims whose voices were silenced too soon. It calls for a collective effort to ensure such tragedies are not repeated. The story of Samantha Koenig and Israel Keyes is a chilling reminder that darkness can lurk in the most unexpected places. It is a narrative that continues to resonate, urging us to remain aware and cautious. It is a story that will continue to haunt us, a grim reminder of the monsters that walk among us. The legacy of terror left behind is one that we must confront and learn from.